Yeah, good day, guys. Welcome back to Diko Graphics Design Training. If you need a business flyer, I think you need to watch this video because I'm going to show you step by step how you can design and update flyer for businesses. If you are into apparel or beauty design, or you are into spa, at least you need to watch this video because if you're a designer, this will help you to make a wisdom flyer to a client that needs to be any kind of a businesses. And if you are a business owner as well, now you need to just create something on your own to promote your business. I think you need to watch this. The first thing that we need to do is to select the kind of image we want to use. So take it for instance, I want to use this image, but before that I need to select the background. So the backgrounds I want to use is this, something like a touch of black but not actually black. So after that has been done, then the next thing I need to do is to sorry so this is a black color. Then I will turn on the gradient to divide this stuff into two. So I will head into my gallery, selecting the image which I want to use. So take it for instance, I'm bringing up this image. This is what I want to use. So after bringing it down, I will go to padding to make sure that I select the right image. I'll bring it down a little bit. Then I want to position it to make the nose to be at the center. So after that has been achieved, when you look at it, it's still awesome, but I actually need to just leave it the way it was. Then I will move it down a bit. Very cool. So after that has been done, then the next thing I need to do after selecting that, I need to just go into the shape, selecting the shape and drag it like they crop it very well, and make sure that it started with this. So position it at the center of the nose and the mouth. After positioning, select the same color that you choose. Okay, select the same color, then we are going to lock the two. Now after that has been done, you need to put in the right upper cross because but before that, I thinking of position something like overlay at the top of that. So how will I do that? I need to just scroll down. So you need to position something on top of that to make it just go. So scroll down a bit. There's probability you say something like this. I guess we should try this. So when you try it, you should crop before you bring it down to this. So when you crop it, so it will give you this particular result. So you can actually position it here since it is black. So what do we need to do? I'm thinking of removing the whole black, okay, to rhyme. So instead of white, I need to remove the black. Okay, so I'm removing the black, so I will still having the same result. So after that, I will go to opacity, reduce the opacity very well. But if I remove the black, I should be able to see the other stuff. Okay, so removing the black and position this. Okay, so now I have with the touch of the color, but it's too obvious. So what do I need to do next? So when you look at it, it's still cool. Okay, so instead of it, I will remove it very well. Remove it. So make sure that it show. Just try to be showing. So I will still go to white color. So if I use white color, will I be able to see anything showing here? So position it up. So I can still increase it by 2 to be obvious. So once that has been done, so we're good to go. So after that, we have we have the Gili Master. So will you look for a better font to use? So I'm thinking we should try our hands on this, if this could be cool. So position this at the center, but I don't actually like the font, so we'll go for another font that is cool here. About a reason. So if we use a reason, could be able to good, no? So let's take a tour for a kind of a font we want to use. So we're still looking for fonts. So the one that is okay, we'll go for it. So we'll look for better fonts, okay? So I guess we should try this. So this is not common and somehow cool. So we have Gele. But what is the name of the font for you to know? So I think this is Orange Squash. Orange Squash font. So now we'll position this here. But we have to change the whole color to make everything cool, right? So I'm going to choose yellow over there. So mix yellow with the white could be cool. So let's take a turn on that. So if we take this, could it be true? Okay, so let's see. No. Hell no. So we are trying to learn how to combine color at this juncture. So I guess this could be cool. Okay, we have the Gilly Mistress. So after position this very well, so we need to go to it for test, and we have Mistress, not mistresses. So now we'll go to the font area. Look for a better font that we can actually use here. Alphabet, Bedcats. Let's see the sign loop. And let's show everything. The padding should show everything. So now guys, this is cool. So if we don't want it that way, we can look for change the letter M. Okay, so we'll look for all the script fonts here. So we should be able to switch the letter M alone. So this is one. We can look for this, or we'll go for this, or we'll go for this. Okay, the mistress, this could be cool, or this. So I guess we should go for this. So when you go for that, you can actually see. So we'll reduce the size and make sure that everything will position So after that has been done, then we have our services. Okay, so there's services, our services we order are, so we'll put it that way. The services we offer are, so if this is somehow long, we can just reduce and make it go. Services we order are, so I'm thinking of using a big bass font, and let's see how to go. Big bass font. So let's say this is the services we offer are, I put the colon in front. So after positioning that, we can now have let's just carve a shape around this. The stroke should be coming. So while we position having a stroke there, this is 2, it should be 2. So after positioning it, we'll post this here. So we can actually make this to be white while we change the color of the right up inside to something like yellow. So once that has been done, then we change this to white. Okay, we are making sense. Once that has been done, then the next thing we need to do, we should position something at the middle here if it's going to work. Okay, so we'll position this here, then we'll actually send it to the back to see the work. So if we do it that way, could this work? So it's actually not working. So what do we need to do? So I'm going to change this to something like that of a black, or something like lighter like that, where we'll have this. So the services we offer are, so we are good to go. So after that, we list all the services. So like for instance, we have training. So let's say we have training, we have auto gele. So we have the third one to be gele style. Okay, very good. So after selecting that, we look for appropriate font to use. So I'm thinking of Roboto. So Roboto should be able to work. Okay, it shouldn't be too but. So after that, we're going to position that here. So position that here could be good, but we'll leave it in white. So now we need to bring a sample of what we wanted to use. So take it for instance, go to gallery. So bring this, being the first. So we're going to crop and make it to look awesome. So we're going to position that here. Perfect. So after position that facing here, we go back to gallery. Then we have the second one fixing the opposite side. So we have this. Then we'll crop it as well and make it face the opposite side. Okay, perfect. Now the next thing we need to do, reduce the size to this very well. Reduce the size to this very well. Now the third one will be at the center, which will be the same image. Okay, will be the same image, or we use this. So we use it as a circle. So we'll reposition, since this is not looking at the left, not the right. So how do we do that? We increase the size to this, measure, or increase the size to this. We're going to measure as well, measure this as well. While we increase this and position it here. Okay, perfect. Now what do we need to do? We need to apply stroke, which is that yellow, to make everything okay. So we apply the yellow color. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to this. So now we are making sense. So what do we need to do next? So we just need to put a finishing touch to all this. So we are going to have this particular shape. So what do we need to do with it? This is why we want to place a tricks. So we're going to select the shape to this. So after selecting it, what do we need to do? Plus sign. So when you plus sign, let it come to this place. Plus sign, let it come to this place. For this part, we reduce it to 0, and that should work. For this part, we are going to use a color picker. Okay, using a color picker to pick the part of the color of these images. So for instance, I'm picking this. So once I pick it, I will reduce it to 0 as well. So now changing the format, let's come to this direction. So after doing that, then the next thing we need to do is to make it obvious. Okay, make it obvious. So when we make it obvious, we should have this result. Okay, perfect. Let's see. So we should have this result. But what we're going to do next is we can have this at the center. So we go to the text area. So when we get to text area, we have we have this, which we are going to tap. Okay, everything seems to be cool now. So I want to see whether that can work. So if it is actually working, that is where we're going to place our social media icon. So let's move it here. Let's move it here. So making this to be deeper a little bit, it's not a sin. Okay, perfect. So now we can place our social media icon here, and it will be cool. So take it for instance, we're heading back to the gallery, to our icon side, where we're going to have the WhatsApp icon. So position the social media icon here at the center. Position it very well. So after position it, then you go to the phone number area, edit the text, +23481626417. So after you position that, you look for a thick font that could be used for that. So I'm thinking of Achievable again. After position, crop, have a position beside it, then look at it very well. You can still reduce the size a bit. Now space it a bit as well. So you can space it a bit. After spacing it, you move this towards it. You can reduce the size. Now merge the two together. Just select the two, don't merge, and move it. Instead of that, we should just select and move it to the center to see. So the images we use here should be centered. So now we have the good results. Okay, so we can still polish these images little bit so that it will be whitish. So we can have it like this. Okay, we can have it. Okay, perfect. So we have that to the first and we have that to the second. So another thing is we reduce this a bit, let it calm down. So we have the whole result at this junction. So we can merge the three images together, then we bring it down a bit. So we do the same thing to this, bringing it down, then you space the alphabet a bit. Okay, after that we go to this place. Okay, so we bring that down a bit. So after that we have everything being set. So after that, the next thing we are going to do is to just apply a shadow to this a little bit. Blood radius. So after selecting that, then we'll do the same thing to this. Just select adjust very faster. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead and have your work being saved as ultra. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. I believe we'll learn something from here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and if you have subscribed, don't forget to share. Thanks for watching once again. God bless you.